guys, Cole Productions here, and today, before we start this video, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Laurans is a person, because he originally had the design of the gimmick of this Beyblade. So I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. Make sure to check him out. He's an awesome channel. He gave me the inspiration to pretty much make this Beyblade and the gimmick, because the gimmick was fully used in his Beyblade, so I just used it, and I think it works really well. I just modified the Beyblade a bit, and I made it as my own, so yeah. And now that that's done, let's get to the Beyblade. So the Beyblade is called Silver Storm, and it's basically like an all type or a balance type Beyblade, and it has two modes. So to switch it, you just have to press these parts right here, and now it's in defense / stamina mode, and then you press these parts again to activate attack mode. So yeah, again, big thanks to Laurans is person, because he inspired me to make this design, and this pretty much was his design at the beginning. But as you can tell, this is stamina mode. Then if you switch it, it opens up bigger gaps right here, so now it's attack mode. And then as you can tell on the bottom, it's just like a normal ball driver, but it's flat on the bottom, and I don't know if you can tell, but there is a little dot right there. And it's kind of like the Unite driver from Storm Spriggan. So yeah, that's the outside. Now let's show you the gimmick. Obviously inspired by Laurans' person. Big shout out to him. Please go check out his channel as well. Maybe even subscribe. So what the gimmick is, it's Revive Pheonix's gimmick, and Laurans is a person. It was the first one to make this, so, and I was really fascinated by how he did that. So what he just did is he just made this string like this, and then the Beyblade is like this. There's a circle right there. What he did was he swing this around, and then he clicked it in like that, and then he made the Revive Pheonix gimmick, and I thought it worked really well, even though it did break one time. But that's fine, because it still is a amazing gimmick. So I just used that and integrated it to my own Beyblade. So obviously I did make some modifications. I made this base a little bigger, and then I made this base also bigger, and I changed the tip, I think. And then I changed the colors a bit, like I made it gray, and I added some clear bits to it to make it more defensive. But mainly this is inspired by Laurans' person, and the main design is from him, so yeah. If you want to go check out his video on this, he has a video. I'll probably link it in the description. It's about, he probably does some test battles, and he shows you how to make it. So yeah, and that is Silver Storm. Now let's do a test spin and maybe some test battles. Okay, so now let's get to the test spin. He has a right spin Beyblade. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Oops. See, as you can tell, it's pretty much a balance Beyblade. As you can tell, it just stays still like that. And then if you hit it, it'll move around a bit more. So yeah, now let's get to some test battles. First, against Emperor Pheonix. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Big attacks by Silver Storm. I think Emperor Pheonix might outspin him now. And yeah, Emperor Pheonix outspins Silver Storm. But let's get to another battle with these two. First 3 points, 3, 2, 1, shoot. The jungle shoot. So Silver Storm is lower than Emperor Pheonix. So it can get some upper attacks, but it also has way less stamina. So Emperor Pheonix wins once again. But it never popped the outer layer off, so that's good. And let's get on to the next battle. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Some big attacks by Silver Storm. It's not really a Tozy Bay. It's definitely not as good as them, but it still is a good bay. So it looks like Emperor Pheonix takes that win, but let's switch the Beyblade. Okay, so I searched it to Kaiser Kirby. It's the best of the dual layers. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Oh! And as you can tell there, it knocked the layer off. I mean the outside layer part. And it actually does work. As you can tell there, just snap it back in place. Like this, and then you just adjust it, and it's good as new. And now that was a tie, so let's get into the next round. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And it outspins, so that's a win for Silver Storm, 1-0. Next round. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Oh! And it looks like it knocks off the outer layer, but it still doesn't win. So it looks like Silver Storm does lose that one, but it's 1-1, so there's still a chance. And now 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Oh! The force of this knocking off hit them both out of the ring. So it looks like it's a tie for that round. Now let's get to the next round. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Oh! Oh my gosh, so the force of this falling off knocked out Kirbyus, so it's 2-1. Now just put this back together. Oh, looks like it also knocked off a piece right here. So this actually can be useful for the opponent or for itself, as you can tell there. If it's a light Beyblade, it'll probably knock it out. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Some small attacks. Who will win? It looks like Kaiser Kirbyus takes that win. Now it's 2-2. 2-2-2. Next round. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And it looks like it's a spin finish, so that means Silver Storm takes the win for this one. So, this is a pretty long video, so I'm going to have to wrap it up here. I hope you liked it. If you did, please leave a big fat like, and make sure to subscribe to Laurans is person. Obviously, he inspired me to make this Beyblade, and that's it for now. As always, Squabble out.